Yo guys, what is up? Randall here with Crypto Love, and man, what an exciting day. I mean, look at this stuff. Bitcoin is absolutely soaring. I don't know about you, but if you've spoken to anyone about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies recently, they are stoked. Now, before we get into things, thank you to everyone subscribing. Thank you to everyone mashing on that like button, and let's get started. So, taking a look at this right now, Bitcoin is at $9,337. I'm sure by the time you see this video, it'll be even more. And what is going on? How is that price happening? Just look at it, just shooting up, going parabolic, freaking nuts. $4.8 billion daily volume. Thanks to who? Thanks to the Asian markets. All right, most of the volume on Bitfinex and Bithumb. Now, I'm sure many of you are not new to Bitcoin, but what is causing all this price stuff? And a lot of it has to do with Bitcoin going mainstream. Now, you know that Coinbase makes it easy for people to buy Bitcoin. And now Coinbase actually has more users than Charles Schwab, a major investment platform. That is nuts. Now, Charles Schwab obviously handles a lot more money than was done on Coinbase, but that's only temporarily while Bitcoin is, only at $10,000. Can you believe that? Only at $10,000. I'm sure a year from now it's going to be massive, and we're gonna be like, man, would bought more. I wish I bought more when it was only $10,000. Now, some other stuff going on. The Asian markets are really pushing up the price. There's a lot of money in Asia. They want their Bitcoin, and prices are going to all-time highs. Now, where's it going? And wouldn't we like to know? Well, billionaire investor Mike Novogratz says it's going to be 10,000 by the end of the year. That looks like a very reasonable prediction at the moment, doesn't it? I mean, it's like 9,300 right now. 10,000 is right around the corner. The next big even. Could it be there? Could it go higher? We will have to see. But I think, yeah, probably it's going to go there. Also, right now, this was back on November 14th, but Bitcoin was trading at 12,500 in Zimbabwe. And generally, the Bitcoin price here follows what happens in Zimbabwe because they have political unrest. They have no security in their fiat currency. And so people go to Bitcoin because that's a good store of value. So I have a feeling Bitcoin will be there in no time. I mean, previously Bitcoin was trading at like 7,000 in Zimbabwe. Now it's well past that here. So it's not unreasonable to see that it'll get there here. And let's take a look at the charts. Now, this is the Bitcoin dollar comparative. The one-day candles, just trying to mess around with this so you guys can see it. But basically, this green line is the 50-day moving average. White line is the 20-day moving average. And these are the dollar candles. Now, I know I'm just making you dizzy moving it all over the place. But basically, it's just been shooting up. Like, it's unbelievable. I'm sure ever since any of you have gotten into Bitcoin, it's just been shooting up with minor price corrections, but just absolutely shooting up. Now, the last time that there was like a serious dip was back in September, okay? And then we saw a price shoot up, and for like a day or two, the price came down until this billionaire investor, Mike Novogratz, decided to buy 20-some million dollars of Bitcoin, and boom, price started shooting up again. Where it's going, nobody knows. I can't even figure out how the hell to get up there. So you can, oh, there's the top. Right, so there's the top. $9,300 right now. Where's it going to go? I have a couple predictions. So $10,000 easy. That's the next big even. I mean, it might see a little bit of resistance of $10,000. Might sit there for a little bit, and then it'll probably blow through in a couple days. I mean, so many people are talking about Bitcoin. That's what happens. People talk about it, and it's crazy. The higher the price gets, the more people buy in. If you take a look at the volume, the higher the price gets, the more volume there is. But, it's kind of like the chicken and the egg thing. Which one came first? I'm sure the volume gets the price. Oh, indeed, should I say, I'm not an expert, not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just me talking about Bitcoin cryptocurrencies. You guys know that stuff. Now, what is going on? Max Keiser from the Keiser Report envisions a $100,000 Bitcoin high. And this is crazy that this article just came out because I just did some back of the napkin calculations as they tell us in physics. And so people talk about Bitcoin as a transactional currency. They also talk about it as a store of value. I personally see it more as a store of value right now. And if we look at Bitcoin as digital gold, well, there's only 21 million Bitcoin. What's the value of all the gold in the world? Well, back in 2005, it was worth $1.89 trillion. Now, if you adjust for inflation now, that would be about $2.5 trillion. So 21 million Bitcoin into $2.5 trillion is $114,000. So it's not unreasonable that Bitcoin could be $114,000 per Bitcoin. Not unreasonable. And that's not even taking into account the devaluation of the US dollar. Like, I have a feeling there's going to be some big inflationary thing happening with the US dollar with other fiat currencies. So this is just like Bitcoin value based on being digital gold, not based on deflationary, not based on blockchain technology behind it. So I think that's kind of low. Personal opinion, not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who wants Bitcoin to be worth a lot so I can buy a whole bunch of stuff with it. But so last article I'm going to go into today, Bitcoin crushes $9,000, growing signs of mainstream adoption. What are the next price action places we might see. So $10,000, that's the next big even. That's the next one we might see. But after that, where's it going? And down here, Tom Lee has a projection of $14,000. So not completely unreasonable to see a $14,000 price spike after this. I mean, this exuberance makes all the difference. Some people say it, can't get it out of my head. But that is definitely another big even where it could sit. I mean, do I think Bitcoin's ever going to come back down to $4,000, $5,000, $6,000? Probably not. Not unless there's some huge catastrophic thing happening. So, where does that leave you? I'll tell you where it leaves you. You guys who are not in Bitcoin right now are like, well, when do I buy in? I got to buy in now. The price is going up. Or you're like, oh, I'm going to buy in. Is the price going to drop afterwards? Well, dollar cost averaging, my friends. I have a video on dollar cost averaging Bitcoin. Look that up because that way you'll get in without buying it in too high, without missing out on the lows. You just buy in regularly, fixed dollar amount. Look that up. So I hope that helped you get some perspective as to what's going on. It's crazy. It's madness. Every day the price is going up. It's shooting up. More people are getting in. And it's going to keep happening until the bubble pops. If it ever does. If it is a bubble. I don't know. I'm not an expert. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did like this episode, make sure to subscribe, click the like button. If not, whatever, watch someone else. So, have a good one. I'll catch you guys later. All right, peace.